Hi, I'm Chef Mark with LearnToCook.com. Today we'll be making mashed potatoes. Okay, now we're going to peel our potatoes in preparation for making our mashed potatoes. What's nice about this process is I like to cook the potato, start in boiling salted water, plenty of salt in the water, just about a ½ inch over the cover of the potatoes. Probably have a tablespoon of salt per ½ gallon of water. I like to use Yukon Gold potatoes or russets because of their dense texture and the carbohydrates. They make a great mashed potato. Now, I know many recipes say, well, to peel and quarter and boil the potatoes in water, boil them. But you know what? It kind of makes for a soggy mashed potato. You want something a little better than average. Certainly with Learn to Cook, we have the better than average. We take the Yukon Gold or the russet potato, and we peel it, as you see here. And they should be brought to a boil and then simmered, right? Brought to a boil and simmered, not boiled vigorously the entire time, right? So I'm going to peel these, place them on a chef's fork or home fork works fine, and peel that skin. And I knew the potatoes were cooked because I had a paring knife or a fork, and they pierced easily. Because mashed potatoes, you can leave the skin on, or you can make smashed potatoes, but most people don't like hard pieces of potato in the mashed potato. Now, it may happen in some restaurants that happens, but more than not, you want them cooked all the way. You want them to be simmered so that it doesn't absorb so much water. All right, so that's a nice thing. Last piece of skin, cut that off as well. I'm going to peel the rest of these. And in the meantime, I'm heating up some butter. Sweet butter, because we prefer the sweet butter than the salted butter, because you want to add the salt on our own discretion. And we have white pepper, because we prefer to use white pepper since we don't want the black pepper specks to show up in the mashed potatoes. Little piece of skin on there, take that off as well. And the last potato. You can use buttermilk if you want. You don't have to use any butter or dairy at all. Stock works nice. You don't want to serve any dairy with that, or fat. You can put a little vegetable stock, make your mashed potatoes just as easy. A little salt and pepper. Some people put some nutmeg to give it a little unique flavor. The potatoes are very starchy and very fresh. Sometimes you want to have a little nutmeg. It kind of cuts the starch flavor. So beautiful Yukon Gold potatoes, peeled the way we like them. Some sea salt, some white pepper, some chives. You can put some cooked garlic, right? You can boil some garlic. So as opposed to sauteing it so it isn't bitter. I'm going to reheat up my whole milk or buttermilk. You can even use that soy milk, right, if you want to do that. Then I'm just going to add my potatoes into there and mash them up. So they're nice and soft. It's my little handy potato masher. Mash them up. When you cook them, sometimes you can use a toothpick to make sure that the centers are soft. And in fact, they are, which is really nice. You put a toothpick or a thin knife or a skewer. And we're going to let that sit for a few moments. And then we're going to dish it up in our plate. All right, so now we're ready to season our potatoes. We mashed them, put on the heat, melted the butter. Potatoes take a lot of salt, so don't be afraid to put salt in there. Or you can use a salt-free seasoning. There are spices that are salt-free, but the salt really enhances and removes that starchy flavor. The white pepper, I'm going to mix some chives in there. I'm going to stir it up. Put that aside. I'm now ready to dish up. Nice, beautiful mashed potatoes. Just a little pat of butter because it's nice and warm. Bring it to the table. A few little pieces of butter, not too many. Sprinkle some chives on the top. A few chive pieces. And there you have it, beautiful mashed potatoes.